Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Speed Build Sunday. Today, my friends, we are building a cottage in The Sims 4, an Old English-inspired cottage. For the record, I am very proud of this house. This is one of those ones that take me forever to build. I keep, starting stream builds, and I did live stream this, by the way, on twitch.tv/lilsimsie. I stream every single day on Twitch, by the way. That's twitch.tv/lilsimsie. But I picked these builds that are way too complicated, that just take me forever to do. I had, 7 hours of footage again for this. That's just unbelievable. So I cut out a lot. A lot of landscaping, especially. I left in, the front of the house landscaping, but the back was the same, just a little bit different and in the back. So it was the same but different. But yeah, I just cut the back landscaping out because, it looks the same as the front. I didn't, do anything special or anything. So I tried my best to not make it, a million-year-long video. I didn't want to post an hour-long speed build because, one, that's not very speedy, and two, I don't think I can sit here and talk about nothing for an hour. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty good at talking about nothing, but for an hour? No, I could do that. No, yeah, I could do that. I just don't have time to right now because I'm leaving for EA Play tomorrow. I'm actually getting back when you're seeing this, but I'm going to EA Play. EA is flying me out to Los Angeles for an event to get my hands on the new Sims pack. It hasn't been announced at the time of me recording this, but it's probably been announced by the time you're seeing it, although I don't know for sure. But, when I'm posting this video, I know what it is, so aha, I don't know what it is right now, but I will by Sunday, that's for sure. I'm meant to play the game for a little bit and then come back with some content for you all that I can post early access of and stuff like that. So stay tuned. We have new Sims pack exciting stuff coming very, very soon. I can't wait. Genuinely can't wait. I don't know. I'm dying for some new Sims 4 content, especially because of my channel. It's so hard to, make Sims videos without new content coming out. I need a push. I need some ideas. I need something new. Just because I've been making the same videos over, I'm doing Let's Builds now, and I need some new build content to make them more exciting. I don't know. We'll see what happens, though. It should be fun. I'm very excited about it. But yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. I have to get ready for my flight still. I finished writing a paper last night. I'm taking summer classes this semester to try and graduate sooner, so I had papers due. That was exciting. I've got a couple videos left to finish. I think I have, one build left to actually do. Oops, my bad. And also another voiceover after this one, and then I'm good as far as pre-recording goes. So I'm doing just fine. I'm fine. Thank you for listening, okay? I'm doing all right. I'm totally okay, I swear. That's a lie. I'm losing my mind. Also, this house, I am again building it backwards. I must apologize. I know it looks ridiculous, but the lighting on this lot is terrible, so I have to build it backwards just so that I can have better lighting for building it, because this is an issue in a lot of lots in The Sims, where the sun is actually shining from behind the lot. So the actual front on the street has awful shadows on it and stuff, and that's just gross, and nobody wants that. So I am building the lot facing backwards just so I can have the front illuminated by the sun when I'm building it, because it's easier to build and look at it nicely when you can see the front properly. So I ended up rotating it at the end, but I build most of the house backwards just so I can see it better. But that's fine. It gets rotated back, no worries. But I wanted to build in this lot in Windenburg, and obviously the lighting is bad, so I had no choice. I oftentimes build in some certain areas of Newcrest and Willow Creek because I know the lighting is good, but there is nowhere in Windenburg with good lighting. Nowhere. No 40 by 30 lots, that's for sure, that have good lighting. It's bad. The lighting is bad in Windenburg, and Del Sol Valley is the worst. There is terrible lighting. Every single lot in Del Sol Valley, bad lighting, awful lighting. It's just not good. Without a doubt, every single lot, bad lighting. Even the mansion lots, which is so disappointing because there's fun, places to build mansions up there, but the sun's shining from the sides, the east and west direction of those lots, and so the lighting in the front's always bad. And that's not good, because I want to have nice front lighting for screenshots and for building. It's so annoying. I wish that there was a way, with a mod, to change that, because obviously you can change the time of day, and you can change stuff like that, but it doesn't really make a difference in places like Del Sol Valley, because you change it to afternoon and it just gets more or less shadowy, but it's always shadowy. At least in some lots, in Newcrest and Willow Creek, when you get to the afternoon, it's always good, but there's just not a good time for lighting in Del Sol Valley, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. I'll get over it. I'm okay. I'm hoping that if we get a new world in the new pack, that it'll be really good as far as lighting and stuff goes. I'm very nervous about that, I'm not gonna lie. I plan on making some builds while I'm at the event this weekend, and so I'm hoping that we get some good lighting again for the builds, because I really want a new, not just the lighting, okay? Obviously, I care more about the world than the lighting, but I hope that the world has good lighting and that it's a good world. I have no idea what to expect. It's so weird going to an event and not knowing, like, what's going to be announced or what we're going to be playing with and stuff. It's really hard to sort of prep for an event like that also, because I need to make videos while I'm there, but I can't plan them out at all because I have no idea what the pack is going to be. So I've got some plans to make some build videos and stuff, but we'll see what happens. I'll be back, and I'll post content for you as soon as I can, but I'm really excited about, I get to see my friends too. I've said it in videos this week too, but I haven't seen a lot of my Sims friends since October, and that is far too long ago. I've missed them so much. I can't wait. I'm already like making plans to go back from the airport with Sasha because her flight's getting kind of at the same time. And I saw Sasha like 2 weeks ago, so maybe that's dumb of me, but like, I'm really excited. I miss her, okay? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to get to see them for this weekend. Anyway, I get to go to Disney World too. It's Disneyland. God, gross. I'm from Disney World. I should know better than to make that mistake. If you didn't know, Disney World's in Orlando, Disneyland's in California. I just messed up. I said the wrong thing. And that's shameful as a Disney World resident. How dare I? It always bothers me so much people make that mistake, which is dumb because, like, people don't know, and you just kind of call it Disney World, Disneyland, whatever, but they're different. And I'm a brat who's like, oh my god, how dare you call Disney World Disneyland? Ugh, Disney World superior. You know, that's me. I don't even go to Disney that often. Like, I don't even know when I last went to Disney World. I don't know. Couple years ago, many years ago. My family had annual passes a couple times when I was growing up. I don't know, I forget. It's been a while. Love you though, love you the most, Disney. Really, really do. Yeah. How about you guys? Thoughts on Disney? I've been to Disneyland once as well, the one in California. The first time I went to VidCon, we went for like a very short amount of time, one of the evenings. But I haven't been to like a full day of Disneyland ever in my life. So I'm kind of excited about that. It should be fun. Oh god, okay, I'm so excited. Also, I have a tiny rant, all right? It doesn't really apply to this house in particular, but it applies to every other house I build in The Sims, and in some cases this house too, because there's a door from the kitchen into the dining room. It's got like a glass window on it and stuff, and when I built the house, people were like, oh my god, why are you doing that? What is that? Weird, fix it. And I've noticed, it's so funny to me when I build things on stream, because I'll put something in a house that is very common where I live. Like, for example, a lot of houses in Florida, and in the South in general, you'll find ceiling fans on patios. Like, you've got a covered patio, you're likely to find a ceiling fan out there on the covered patio because we live in Florida. It's really hot here. It's a terrible place. And so ceiling fans outside are really common in the South and other like probably hot climates, right? And when I put that in my Sims builds, people are like, oh my god, why did you put that there? It's so weird, fix it. And that's always so interesting to me because people think that it's like wrong that I've put a ceiling fan outside, whereas to me, in my mind, that's such a natural, normal thing to do, and like you see it everywhere. Like my parents' house, my neighbors' houses, everywhere. I don't have a ceiling fan on my patio here, but all my neighbors, not all of them, a lot of my neighbors do. I can see their backyards. I don't know. It's just interesting. And then this house, again, there's a door from the kitchen into the dining room. It's got like a glass window on it. And my grandparents' house is like that. There's like one of those pushy doors, like, you know, the ones that you just push open. Does that make sense? It doesn't like have like a lock buddy or anything. It just kind of pushes. It doesn't actually close. She has one of those, or well, they sold their house, but they used to have one of those from the kitchen to dining room. And that's just a thing with older houses probably, like the houses being more closed off and having doors in between rooms and stuff. And so they had like a more open archway area from the hallway into the dining room, but the kitchen had that door off the side. And so I put a door from the kitchen into the dining room in this house. I thought it was kind of cute to have that like little window there and stuff like that. And people were like, what is that thing? Get rid of it. And they were so weirded out by it. But again, that's just in my mind such a normal, natural thing. It's so funny to see how, like, obviously houses are different in different places and stuff. But it's interesting how people, like, take a difference as being wrong. Whereas in my mind, it's just so common and normal to have a thing like that. I don't know. Very interesting stuff. Also, people seem to hate that Tudor wallpaper I was using. Like these like walls and panels here in the Sims house. I don't know why they dislike it so much, but it's really interesting to me that they seem to be like, I hate all the Windenburg wallpapers. Whereas I've always thought the Tudor wall stuff was really pretty. Like my grandparents' house, their house wasn't that Tudor kind of stuff, but there's one in their neighborhood that was. I thought it was like the prettiest house in the world. It had like that, all the paneling and things like that on the outside. I thought it was really pretty and like so like architecturally detailed and stuff. I thought it was awesome. And so I've always loved that kind of house, but people just don't like them. And that's interesting to me as well, how like I could like adore this kind of architecture so much and how other people just think it's ugly, which just goes for everything. But isn't that funny how it all works out like that? How strange. Also, when I was building this house, I uncovered something really funny. I went searching for reference pictures online, because I like to build houses based on reference picture. It's easier for me to kind of get an idea for the shape that way. I don't always build them, like, exact, obviously, because, I mean, a lot of real houses have, like, garages and terrain things that aren't possible in The Sims. But I like to have a reference picture just to get, like, a vibe of what I'm going to go for. And in my search for reference pictures this time, I stumbled across this drawing of a house. A lot of times you'll find that online, like people that make house plans will have like concept art of houses that they've drawn. And I found this concept art of this fancy Tudor house that is absolutely identical to a house that comes in the game. There's one that they added with Get Together in your library, not actually in the world, but in your library, and it's the same house. Like whoever built that was looking at the picture like word for word. I don't know, like they just copied the picture exactly, which is fine. Like we all do that, you know? It just was so weird to me to like find the drawing of the house and then be like, wait, I've seen this. Like, hang on a second. I know you. This is in The Sims. I tweeted a picture of it and people thought I was like trying to shade The Sims team. I definitely wasn't trying to shade anybody because I look at reference pictures too for my houses, but it's just funny to me that I like stumbled across this house. And of course I recognized it also because I'm a Sims freak who knows everything about The Sims 4. And so I saw it and I was like, wait, this house is in your library from Get Together. But yeah, I enjoyed finding that. I thought it was kind of funny to like stumble across that in the wild like that. People are also saying that it might have been drawn after the house was put in the game, but the drawing came from before the house got posted in the game. So it's definitely, the drawing predates the Sims house, and so the house in the Sims is definitely like modeled off of it. But it's really funny how it's like an exact copy of the drawing in the Sims. Because listen, we've all like rebuilt houses in real life in the Sims, but it's funny that a house that's in the game is like that. I also used to think that house was the best one in the game. Like, I was really always impressed by that Tudor house in particular, because it was so pretty, and I was like, wow, they did a good job with this one, huh? It's because they copied it off a drawing. Maybe they should do that more often, to be honest. If they're going to make them better that way, just keep copying drawings. It'll always be, it works better. Your houses look better that way, okay? Sims team, take notes, all right? You look at reference pictures. It's funny to me how the Sims team's houses, like the ones they put in the world, let's be honest, are not good. And it's so shocking to me because, like, building in The Sims is hard, but also, like, for the people that make the game, couldn't you pull it off a little bit better? Like, I mean, I know I have pretty high standards as a person who builds literally every day in The Sims, but come on. Like, come on. We can make, like, I know I've beat this to death, but like Del Sol Valley and Strangerville have some of the ugliest houses in the world. Like the builds in those lots, and I just don't understand how it's possible. Like how did that happen? Like all those lots are so bad. I mean, I made a whole video complaining about the Strangerville lots because they were so bad, and people are mad about that video, by the way. I posted a video called Everything Wrong with The Sims 4 Strangerville, and it got a fair amount of views, and people were mad. I got hate comments, but it's fine. I got over it. I'm okay. It's just funny to me because that one on that video too, people are like, you got this game for free, so you can't say anything bad about it. But like, that's a really dumb mindset, I think. Imagine if YouTubers and the Sims people that made content on The Sims never spoke out about things that we think are wrong that are happening in The Sims. Like, just because they gave me a $20 game for free, like, that doesn't mean anything, you know? I make videos for them about The Sims literally every day. I feel like I've got some right to complain about things that are bad in Sims content. And that's a good thing because listen, I love The Sims 4, but you gotta check them sometimes because sometimes they do things like My First Pet stuff that just don't fly well, right? And so you gotta say something when you can. But anyway, not to be dramatic or anything, but I'm still really excited to go to EA Play. Thanks, EA, for paying for my flights. Love you. Sorry, I made a hate video about Strangerville. Oh my god. See, and that's fine. Like, I can criticize things and still be, like supported by EA. Because again, if a company can't take criticism, like that's pretty scary if you can't say anything bad about something they've done without getting like uninvited from events or whatever. That's a concerning thing, I think. So I'm really glad that that's not the case. So anyway, the inside of this house, I tried very hard, like, jump back to this, by the way. I tried very hard to make it very traditional on the inside. Like, this was a really old cottage that probably hasn't been renovated in a long time. And so the floor plan is kind of closed off, like you might find in a cottage like this. And the kitchen, I think, is adorable. I tried to put the stove centered there underneath the window, and because of that, the cabinets didn't quite fit. So I had to do some alt placing and stuff of that nature. And you'll see on the right side of the stove, there's a cabinet that kind of clips in with another one, and there's like a really tiny skinny cabinet. And again, people are like, what is that? That's so weird. But actually, in my kitchen, in real life, there's a tiny skinny cabinet like that, and it's just like a tall skinny one. No shelves in it or anything, and it's just for you to like rest cookie sheets and stuff. It's like a cookie sheet kind of cabinet, and you'll find that kind of thing in real life sometimes. And I thought it was kind of funny that like my glitchy cabinets that I placed so I could get the stove centered properly ended up making one of those cookie sheet cabinets, because this is like exactly how my real life house looks. My kitchen isn't this nice, but like next to the stove, next to the sink and dishwasher, there's that tiny cabinet there. They've like tried to slot in a small bit of cabinet space next to the sink where there's space. So I mean, it makes sense. You try and make use of the most space you can in a kitchen like this. It's ideal when you do that. You don't want to waste anything, because they could have just made it like a closed off, like nothing cabinet, but I'm glad they put it into a tiny cabinet like that, because now I don't actually have anything in there, to be honest. So I'm a liar. I could put cookie sheets in there, but I literally only have one cookie sheet, and I keep it underneath my stove with like the other pans and things, various like baking materials, like the cookie or the cupcake tins and, you know, other like 8x9 whatever pans and stuff like that. So never mind. I don't even use my cookie sheet cabinet. It's empty. But I don't have that much stuff in my kitchen. Like, I live alone. You know, I've only lived alone for like less than a year, so I don't really have I haven't really acquired many kitchen items, I guess. I have a fair amount. Like, I've gotten some for, like, gifts and things for my mom and stuff like that. So I've got everything I need. But I feel like once you get to a point in your life where you've been, like, living on your own for a long time, you've just, like, accumulated kitchen things. You've got, like, a million pans and all this stuff. I'm not there yet. So I have an empty, tiny cabinet in my kitchen. Big news. Maybe someday I'll live somewhere and I need to use that tiny cabinet. But I'm just not here. I'm not there yet. I could go buy some cookie sheets just to put in there. No, I won't do that. I'm good with my one cookie sheet. I don't even really bake cookies very often. I mostly use that cookie sheet to roast potatoes. Put that cookie sheet in the oven with some potatoes on there. Yep, really good, really yummy, really exciting. I might make those tonight, to be honest. I've got a potato. You know, toss them in olive oil and some spices. Awesome stuff, let me tell you. Put them in the oven 450 for like 20 minutes. Listen, you guys, that's... You're welcome. What's 450 Fahrenheit and Celsius? Hang on, I'll get you conversion. 450 F to C. That's 232.2 degrees Celsius for literally everyone else in the world. That's my potato recipe. Rosemary, by the way, on potatoes. On anything. I like rosemary. Good spice. Would recommend, 100%. Oh my god. Oh, you're welcome, guys. My mom, when I moved out, she got me it was for my birthday and also like a housewarming gift. So I moved into this house like around my birthday. And so she got me a spice rack, which is a very good gift. Like, for anyone who's moving out or knows someone who's moving out for the first time, like, a spice rack is a go-to good gift. You don't want to get them more than one, so make sure they don't have one yet when you're buying it. But, like, spices are expensive, and you can get, like, a starter spice rack for a lot cheaper than buying them all individually. And then you have a spice rack, and you've just got all of them at once. You've got, like, basil, you've got rosemary, you've got parsley and cinnamon and all the, like, the basic spices all just in one spice rack. And then they're cute, like, good for your counters and stuff. Like, spice racks are a great gift for someone who's moving out for the first time. My grandma got one for my mom when she moved out for the first time, and so she did the same thing for me. And I'm really glad she did, because I use it all the time. Because otherwise, like, buying spices individually is so expensive, and also you just don't have them on hand when you need them. But then you just have all these spices. And I've used, like, half of them already. I've lived here for, like, 6 or 7 months. So, I mean, it's working out nicely, I'm not gonna lie. Spice racks, great gifts. There's a spice rack, there's one in The Sims that's very similar to the one that I have. There's like a tiny little, I don't know, carrying case one in The Sims 4, and there's one that's on a spinny, like, it's like a two-tiered spinny thing with spices in it, and I have one like that, and it's very nice. I like it a lot. It's like that's what a Lazy Susan is, kind of, right? Like let me find out. Lazy Susan. Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's Lazy. It's like Lazy Susan is just like a plate that spins, but it's like two stacked with spices on it. Sure, I've done a good job of explaining that, huh? I'm sure you might have one similar to that. I don't know. Maybe your mom does. I don't know. Check your spice racks. What kind of spices do you guys have? Let me know in the comments down below. Oh my god. The only like spice that I've had to buy separate from that spice rack is poppy seed. And is that even the same thing? Probably not, but I made a poppy seed salad dressing thing once, and so I bought poppy seed separately. But otherwise, whenever I have a recipe, I just have the spice already. Like, everything I could possibly need, already there. Oregano, thyme, just all in the spice rack. I'm talking about spice racks in a YouTube speed build. What is wrong with me? This is riveting content right here, okay? This is what you signed up for. Please subscribe for more spice rack discussions, okay? Get ready, sign up, stay tuned. Speaking of discussions, I mentioned in a video a couple weeks ago that I was going to do like a college questions kind of stream where you could all ask me questions about like applying to college and living in dorms and freshman year and blah, 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 because people ask that kind of thing all the time, and I figured that many of you were graduating this year or next year or soon, and that you would want to have some questions answered, and I wish that I had a thing like that when I was younger, like 2 years ago when I started college, so I'm going to do a stream like that this week when I get back from EA Play. I don't know what day yet, but if you just like follow me on Twitter, I'll probably announce it, and stuff like that, but follow me on Twitch as well. I'll just, like, chat for a few hours and answer questions and stuff. I mentioned it a while ago, and people were like, yes, please, Kayla, do this thing, because I want to talk about college, because I'm scared, and so I can hopefully ease your fears a bit. I wish that I had that when I started university, because I was terrified of moving into a dorm. And I'm the oldest in my family. My siblings are in middle school and high school right now. Wait, no, Shanna's starting high school next year. She just finished 8th grade. Wait, I feel weird now. Oh my god, sorry. My siblings are getting old. Whew. Okay, calm down. Had a moment just then, but I'm fine. Anyway, they're younger than me, so I didn't have like an older sister kind of figure who had gone through it already, and so I didn't have anyone to talk to or like ask questions about college when I was like starting and applying and all that, because my parents did it, but like, that was like 100 years ago, Just kidding. It wasn't that long ago, but it was a while ago, so it's different now, and it would be nice to have someone to ask. And so I'm gonna be that person to ask. We're gonna do a stream about it, and we'll chat. We'll talk about college and spice racks. So stay tuned. This week, I don't know what day yet. We'll see. I'll let you know, I promise. I just gotta figure out what my schedule's like this week. I just don't know what's gonna be happening when I get back from EA Play. As far as, like, even embargoes and stuff, I don't know if there's gonna be an embargo lifting soon or anything, so I gotta make sure that we have, like, all the Sims content cared for. And I've got a paper due, so I gotta make sure I have that done first, too. Alright, see? I don't know what my schedule's gonna look like, so I'll let you know. Again, follow me on Twitch. I do stream every day, though. Twitch.tv/lilsimsie at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I post these videos at 3, and then I stream at 4, so whatever time that is for you, you can kind of figure out. It's just an hour after my video goes live. I'll be live on Twitch every single day, because I'm crazy, and I can't stop. I do love Twitch, though. It's definitely changed my life a lot for the better. I'm very glad that I started streaming. Oh, I don't want to get sappy. I'm not a weenie. I won't. I promise. Oh my goodness. Oh, speaking of getting sappy, when I got home I went to visit my friends, so I was gone for like a week, right? And I came home, and my cat and I have been bonding a lot recently. Like, whenever I leave and come back, she's always so clingy, which is fair enough. I'm clingy to her as well when I get back, because I've missed her so much. But, like, my parents were watching her while I was gone. Oh, I just dropped my chapstick. I'm so sorry. My parents were watching her when I was gone, and then when I get back, she's always so clingy. Like, she won't leave my lap. She sits here when I do my work and stuff. And that's fun. I like that. She does that often anyway, but like when I get back from a trip, it's like we're extra clingy together because we've missed each other. I love my cat so much. I'm a sappy weenie, as I told you before. I just love my cat. She's my best friend. I don't have any friends. I don't leave my house. You think I'm kidding? I'm super not. So like the only like real physical interaction I get on a day-to-day basis is with my cat. Like I don't talk to anyone else. I stream and I make videos and like I call my friends sometimes, but on Discord and stuff like that. But the only like actual physical being I talk to is my cat and often my mom. But yeah, that's all. And on that note, I'm gonna end this video right here. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a fun one. This is a weird voiceover. I'm sorry about the spice rack thing. I delved deep into that. I didn't mean to. But thank you for watching. I've got screenshots coming up soon. I also have this video on the gallery. No, the house is on the gallery if you're looking to download it. I built this like a month ago, so you might have to do a bit of scrolling on my gallery to find it, but it's right there. It's called Old English Cottage if you're interested in downloading it. But make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Are you a fan of spice racks? Do you own a spice rack? Let me know in the comments down below. Oh my god. I'm becoming a spice rack stan account apparently. Wait, no, God, Kayla, stop. No, I'm not doing that this time. I take things too far, but not this time. I'm gonna stop now.